What's going on? It's the Rhode and Regis, and what am I doing here? I don't know. I haven't recorded a video in such a long time, and welcome back for another video. The last time we recorded a video was for a podcast, so this is completely different from me. But well, if you guys see all around me, you see all this? This is so different. It's been the rust is real. It's been a while, but welcome, or as the audience should be. What's going on, guys? The Nerdy Steve here, back again with a draft format. What? Who plays draft? We're about to get Sword and Shield in like a few months, and you're gonna start a draft right now, Steve? Yes. My good friend Automatic, he sent me a request like, "Hey, buddy, you wanna do a draft?" And it's been like forever. I'm like, why not? So we're here for the Eon Trophy League. Eon World Trophy, something like that. I'm trying to remember it. Yeah, Eon World Trophy, the EWT, part of actually a really big names over here in this draft league. I haven't played with any of them except for like Automatic, so it should be a pretty fun season. The whole way that this is going to work around is we're gonna have I believe 8 weeks of battles plus the playoffs, and the championship should be able to end right before or right at the week of the release of Sword and Shield. So it's very exciting to be a part of this draft league. With my busy schedule and everything, I'm like, hey, I actually really want to do draft. I haven't done draft in like forever, and I said, why not? It's been forever, so let's get on to it. So welcome, guys, to the Eon World Trophy. I am the Nerdy Steve. If you guys are new to the channel, if you guys are new to what we do here, we actually haven't been doing a lot. We haven't been on YouTube in forever, but I'd like to welcome you all to the Nerd Nation. We mostly do streams over on twitch.tv/nerdsteve007. Also, we have done leagues live battles before. If you guys want to snag yourself, shameless plug, if you guys will grab yourself a Rhode and Reggie t-shirt to support the team, to support the season itself, to support myself, because I need as so much support as I can. Make sure to scoop one up. I will have a link down below to where you guys can see where all the merch is. It is through Streamlabs, so I don't know how exactly that's gonna work. This is my first time ever being able to do this. So, Eon World Trophy, a league battle, 8 weeks, 12 coaches, I believe. 12 coaches. And your Rhode and Regis for the first time ever. If you guys don't know what a draft league is, we draft the Pokemon according to tiers and points and whatnot, and we get draft them in our team. We get a choice of 11. We get to choose, and we draft 11 mons, and we bring 6 every week to face against other of the coaches that have done the same thing. And the whole point is to be able to get a good enough record to make it to playoffs and be able to ultimately win the championship. I'm only here to have some fun. I am going to try hard, of course. I'm going to try a lot of different sets. This is semi-competitive for me just because I haven't done this in a while. There's a lot of rust, so the first few weeks, excuse me, I have not done this in a while, so do not expect much from me, even though this team is pretty neat. This team is pretty neat. After weeks of us like talking in the Discord server for the Eon World Trophy, and the draft format goes, you get 1,000 points for 10 mons, and each mon has a certain amount of points depending on their tier, like a tier A plus or tier whatever it was. I believe the tiers are by number, so like tier 180, there are like 5 mons that are extremely well fitted for the format. Then it goes like 160, 120, 100, 80, 60, 40, 20, and the megas, like depending on what mega you get some extra points, or you get to reduce points of your full thing. With that being said, they randomized the whole order of how things are going to be, how the draft order is going to be, and your boy right here, he got number 1. You don't know how much anxiety I got from being number 1. The first pick of this brand new format that I have not played in a very long time, and I get the first pick. No, like every other league I've done was like 7th pick, 8th pick, 3rd, 4th. So like I still got like the wheel around, so I got to pick. Then people got to pick, but I got to pick right after. But this time I get the first pick, the one that matters, pick number 1. Then it has to go all the way down, like 11 people. Then it goes back up, like 11 more people. So I don't get a pick after like 22 like picks after. So it was very what you call it. I had a lot of anxiety, so of course I had to pick one of the 180 months. I'm thinking, okay, there's like 5 months. There's you know, there was I believe it was Mew, Kieran Black, Landris, Celesteela, and I'm trying to remember the last one. Can't remember the last one. I'll probably see it like on the way around. If I remember correctly, it was in the Tapu Koko. That's what it was. Like, I gotta make a team out of this. I gotta make a team, and like, you know what? Let me pick a team I've never played with, and pick months I had never touched on. And I'm like, let's see what we get. And I'm like, we got Landry's T. I'm like, I even hit on Magic. I'm like, hey Magic, I got first pick on this draft. What's a good pick of? It's like, you can pick Landry's T. It's really good. You can pick Jirachi. Like Karen Black is very hard hitting. It's like Topico, it's very versatile. I'm like, let's pick a big boy Landry's T, because you know, why not? I'm like, you know, 130, 140 base attack. I don't remember exactly. Let me look at Small Gun real quick, because you know, I don't actually know what it is. Let's go Lando T. 145 attack, 145 attack, and 105 special attack. So you know, we can hit it in both sides. Why not? Plus it has intimidate. It's worth 200 points. Oh, sorry, it was 200, not 180. 200 that were the highest tier. I'm like, that's gonna hit me kind of hard in the points, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Big Will Landers T. I'm like, you know what? I can spam me Qs. I can Z fly, I guess, or just mental herb. I don't remember these stuff. Can't remember all the stuff that I used to know back when I actually used to play this game. So Landris is a really good like pickup, pretty decent in speed, at very versatile. It's actually one of the most annoying monsters to deal with, because it just can't take it can give out hits and give out hits and give out hits. I'm very excited to start with this. Lando T was a bomb of a pick, especially since, you know, I went first, so I had to wait all the way down, and you know, all the 200s got like scooped up in the first few picks. All the 200s got picked up. A lot of 180s, a lot of fast electro types got snagged up. A couple of the megas got scooped up. There was a person that was starting to slowly form a sandstorm core, and that, you know, just got ruined. But on the way back around, I'm like, okay, a lot of the electric types are getting scooped up that are fast, and in this format you just need super fast electric type. I'm looking through the thing, I'm like, you know what, here's a mod that I've never used. It would fill my high speed tier. Like going forward, it's very hard hitting, and I'm just like, why not? Let's go with Mega Manectric. I haven't played with it. It does hit hard. It's like 145 speed. I don't know, like 135, right? 135, but 135 in special attack as well. So I have my super hard hitting in my physical and my super hard hitting in my special. That pretty good balance. And you know what? Like, you know, one's weak is to ground, one is immune to it. Plus it has intimidate. So why not? That ice like weakness is starting to show up, since you know it's only been 2 picks, so I know it's starting to show up already. But the Mega Man Electric, I now have a U-turn and a volt switch mon, so I have pretty decent stuff going on. Plus, this mon gave me a plus 20 in my points, so it gave me room to get another high value mon for what it's worth. Especially since with the Lando, it kind of took 200 points off. So like for for Electric, it gave me flamethrower, HBIs, and Thunderbolt. That's pretty much what I'm gonna be running the entire time, because I don't know how to be original. But with that, I'm thinking like, okay, what can I grab to help out? And since I had double pick, I want to scoop this up first, because I don't know how fast it was gonna go away, especially since I'm not gonna be able to draft for like another 22 picks. So I'm like, let me pick my water type next, and just because I knew it was gonna happen. And I picked up Primarina. Primarina, it was something that I always had troubles dealing with. It's a water fairy, which is a great typing, I guess. Is weak to like electric. I have 1 immunity and 1 resistance. And before the Mega, I have a like immunity, so there you go. My poison type weakness is okay, since I can resist it with Lando, so why not as well. It hits like a truck, like a little Tonka truck. I actually never got to use it. I really wanted to use it, so you know what, here's the time to try something different instead of picking, you know, like in the IBL I picked my Lodic. I've had Manaphy before. I've had Blastoise before. I had a lot of water types, but I never got to use Primarina. I was also very afraid of trying to use this thing, but at least with this thing I have priority. Not really the greatest priority, but it's there. I do want to go with Blastoise, but I already have my Mega, so I didn't really want to kind of interject with this. Plus, it gives me an early like fairy type, so why not, right? 126 special attack is nothing to scoff at, especially with specs. It pretty much 2-shots everything. And I have to go all the way back down and up, and I ended up scooping up the big boy Metagross, since I hit the button a little too fast. So I'm gonna explain this real quick. Going down and up, I'm like, okay, I'm seeing some really good mons being scooped up, and some really good steel types being scooped up, as well as some of the poison types are gonna be scooped up during this this lineup, I guess, or the draft order, because we saw like Confay go, we saw Necrozma go, Tangrowth, the other Lando, Victini was a problem as well. We saw Amoonguss, so we saw stuff that threatened the team that we have already, and I wanted to pick up this heavy hitting boy just because it gives me the priority. I especially saw one person pick something up beforehand. Actually, it was in the previous turn I saw someone pick up the Sylveon and the Sylveon and the Diancie Mega, I believe, and those two just scared the hell out of me. Plus I needed some, plus I couldn't pick up a Scizor with the game plan I had, so I kind of had to like think ahead, especially with people picking up Victini already. I'm like, I can't do it. So I'm like, alright, I need something that can give me kind of like resistance or immune to all of these like poison types that can still hit hard and has some decent defenses. And big boy Metagross is there with 100, I believe 130 in attack, 135. See, I keep getting those big hitting mountains. I don't know why. 135 in attack, 130 in defense. So any physical attack, we can at least take one. So I'm not really that worried about it. But he will hit like a truck because he is a truck. Plus we have our psychic type, so we got that cleared off. We have our steel type, we got that cleared off. And the turn right after that, actually that's the turn that it came back to us. So we got to pick Metagross and one more. But for the Metagross, we don't have to worry about getting like intimidated. we are decently fast at base 70, so it's not as fast, but we still have priority. We have Zen Headbutt. We now have like Iron Head, so it's a monster in my eyes. In my eyes. Then now I'm seeing that with the Victini being around there and being kind of scary, and all the fire types are gonna be super scary. I'm like, I need to pick up a fire type. I had two in mind. But one I got to use maybe before, and I hope that I get to use it now again. And that is Big Papa Baby Entei. The second fire just was screaming my name. I don't know why. I was looking into Rhode, but I'm like, I'm done trying to use a Rhode. We've used Rhode Mow and Rhode Wash. Not my thing. I'm good. But Big Boy Entei, I'm like, hey, why not? Let's give it a whirl, since you know, whatever can switch into it cannot really do it, because unless it's another fire type, a second fire is still gonna hurt. I think my only problem is that like Entei is only base 115, but it has some decent bulk. Plus, it gives me a speed of 100, so it's always great with that. With the pressure ability, I can not let people roost on me. But the Sacred Fire is just the thing that got me like right there. Plus, it does get like 8 speed. If they see it as a shiny, I think it's pretty obvious that it's going to be the event one. So like the nature itself is gonna suck, but I'm pretty excited to see this. I so far in loving the team, but then there's a glaring weakness right in front of me. I'm like, okay, so on the way back, I got to pick up something that can, one, like get rid of rocks, and two, can not get hit by ground types, because we're starting to build up a real weakness to EQ. And EQ, I always do this to myself. EQ is the one thing that always gets me, and I never see it until it's too late, or until we lose to it. I'm like, why we keep losing to EQ? I'm like, oh, we have like 4 things that are weak to it. So like going through, like someone picked up like a Incineroar, Donphan. So like the more that I see people pick stuff up, I'm like, oh crap, I still need a spinner. Oh crap, I still need a flyer. I still need to take care of this ground weakness. I need to at least get defog out. I need a defensive core. I still need my dragon type too. I'm like, oh great, not really helping me. And then I see people pick up all of the poison types here and there. I'm like, all right, I need a poison type to kind of like help out, but a poison type that's not weak to ground. Wheezing? I'm like, no, I already used that. There's no point. And I'm like, oh, we can pick up Crobat. And I'm like, why not? I haven't used it. I know that Magic used it before against me, and that thing was trouble for me. And Crobat's just super hard hitting even without trying, because a Brave Bird can still like 2 KO or 3 KO everything. We have like Infiltrator 130 speed, so we can speed tie with the Tapu Koko that's out there. And a lot of things that, if they're not Scarf, we outspeed it, so we can get like initiative with the U-turn. We are weak to rocks, but at least we have a defogger now. Besides the Lando. And so far I've actually been really like enjoying this choice, even though we don't get rid of any like T-spikes, but we can also we can U-turn, we can roost, we can taunt, we can Brave Bird, we can we can like confuse right people. But if we want, we can play the special game as well, because even though it only has like what, base 60 or 70 special attack, it does get the nasty plot, so we can always do that as well. So it's not even bad. It's not a bad mon. It can be really annoying, so it's a good mon to have in our back pocket. Crobat itself, I am going to try to use it in the best of my ability. I know it's not the best mon, but I'm also not the best trainer, so it's okay. So I picked up my flyer. I'm like, all right, this is not exactly what we needed, but we still got it. I'm like, all right, we still have the blank weakness to ground. I'm like, what can stop EQs? This is the one thing that I'm like, but we need a grass type. A grass type that can stop EQs all out. I'm like, oh, let's pick up Tapu Bulu, because he hits like a monster. I'm like, have regret that decision, have regret that whole like decision. But then I'm like, I like that grassy terrain where I can heal, but not the grassy terrain that I can actually make me not be able to hit people with my EQ. Because I have Lando. But I'm actually pretty okay with the with the Tapu Bulu. It gives us another fire weakness, but it's fine. We don't have many. We only have one other one. It does stop a lot of the like EQ. So if the week that I don't think the Lando's gonna do good, we can bring the Tapu Bulu, stop like all the like EQ madness, and freaking Bulu can hit like a truck or be really annoying. By being either a especially defensive threat, especially it can take hits in the special side, it can take hits on the physical side, can't take a poison type for anything, but you know what, fine. But 130 attack is nothing to scoff at, plus especially I'm like slowly grabbing people that hit super extremely hard, so this way around I'm like, we have another favorite type, why not? The more the merrier, because we've been seeing a lot of dragon type being snagged up. I'm like, you know what, we can now switch into a Draco and beat your head in with, yeah, I don't know why I picked this, to be honest. It was just there, it was a grass type, why not? We'll see what we can do with it, if we can do anything with it, but I'm not that worried about it. Next, we just had to wait like our turn all the way back around, and you know, seeing what people have. We saw, what was it? The Starmie go through, a Dugtrio go through, a Needle Queen, like be scooped up, and then now I'm thinking like, oh my god, my Tapu Bulu is gonna be such garbage. I seen some really good mons, some flying types going around, some really fast mons, some spinners going. I'm like, I still don't have a spinner. I saw a Salamence go through. I'm like, you know what? There was one mon that I really wanted that I was not able to get during the whole 200 part, because I saw the Karen Black go through. I'm like, you know what? I need another special hitter besides the Primarina. I need another special hitter that can hit hard and can take care of a lot of things at once. And I'm like, I have 220 points with 4 months left. That is like 120, 100, or not even, that's 120, 80, 60, or 100. It was 120, 60, 20, 20, or 40, 20, 20. It was something like that. So I did not have a lot of points to play with, is what I'm saying. So I'm like, all right, we need something that can hit hard. I'm like, I've been grabbing all 130 like special attack, or freaking like 130 in attack or in the special attack. It's all we want. That's it. I'm like, you know what? Let's look at what has like 130 special attack, because we can just like, you know, two hit like kill everything. I'm like, you know what? Looking. I'm like, I really want like to use this. We got ourselves our big ol' normal Kyurem. Normal Kyurem, 95 speed, 130 special attack, 130 attack. So we can do like, you know, 125 in HP. This thing's always naturally bulky. So hopefully we can do some let's say shenanigans with this thing. Especially with the fact that we can roost off like any damage we can substitute. We threaten any other dragon type, and we can pressure stall a lot of things. So I'm interested in how we're gonna be able to use this mon, even though it's another fighting weakness. Do we have another fighting weakness? No, we don't have any other. We don't have any fighting weakness but this thing. And you know what? That's fine. I'm like, all right, but we do have a rocks weakness, so we definitely need a spinner. And I'm looking through all the spinners, and I'm like, the one I wanted cost too much. It wasn't worth it to grab it. If I wanted to cure him, I'm like, let's pick its smaller brother, and I'm like, let's go Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan it's a mon. The Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan I did not get to use. I have used him on top before. I absolutely love him on top, especially with like Intimidate. Would have been great with the triple a triple like Intimidate core right like with them two, but it's fine. But Hitmonchan, I'm like, you know what? AV Hitmonchan is not that bad. It does have the 3 punches, so we can use that as well. We have some priority. It can rapid spin. I'm not that mad about it. I'll take it. I would have preferred Hitmonlee, but we didn't have the points for it. Especially with what we had left, we definitely did not have the points for it. Because I think Hitmonlee was like 80 points, and I'm like, I can't do it. It's worth twice as much as this mon. I'm like, I'm good. So the last the 2 months were like going all the way down and back up. So Karen, I'm very happy that we got. Hitmonchan, I'm very happy that we got as well, because it was the only real spinner that we could have gotten that resists rocks, so it's fine. Plus it kind of hits kind of hard, I guess. It's not the best months, but we'll have only 60 points, so we can only do a 40 and 20 or 2 20s, so we don't have very much choice. So I'm going through all the stuff that we need. We still need we have the Stealth Rocks on the Lando and the Metagross. We have U-Turn and the Volt Switch. We have the Fog in a couple months. We don't have a Spiker. We don't have a T-Spiker. I do think that Crobat gets T-Spikes. I think that Crobat gets T-Spikes. I don't know. I don't think so, actually. Toxic Spikes, no, it doesn't get it, I believe. No, it doesn't. So like, I'm looking through what gets like spikes or T-Spikes, and this is a mon that I never got to use. I have always found really annoying on how people like they make it so it's super bulky and it can still recover. And when it came back to me around, I was very happy that at least like this will cover the fighting weakness for the Kyurem, and I'm like, you know what? Let's pick up another poison type. Let's pick up the Garborder that a lot of people think it's garbage, but I actually really like. It was either this or Skuntank, but Skuntank was already taken. And Garborder was just there. I'm like, you know what? I like this mon. I really like this mon. I never got to use it. I always like shrugged it off. It does have like Aftermath, which is a decent like ability, especially when you go down to a contact move, I believe. Now we have spikes. Now we have T-Spikes. We have a way of recovery. We can we have a decent believe it's Gunk Shot. And Garborder actually got some decent stats at it's 82 in both of the like defensive. It did get Stomping Tantrum in Gen 7, so that's also really good to deal with other poison types that it has to go with. It does have Seed Bomb, which I keep forgetting it does. It does have knockoff, so we can always. It doesn't have knockoff. I'm making things up, okay? It does not have knockoff. That it did. It looks like it would get knockoff, but it has some really decent moves. Plus, it gets Explosion. That's all we get to do here. And in the last slot that we had, with the 20 points remaining, we just scrolled around. I'm like, what's a decent one that we don't have that we are kind of weak against? You know what? We have 3 things weak to Psychic. I'm like, let's kill this. You know, all of these Psychic types. I'm like, you know what? Oh, sorry, wrong one. Let's pick up a Pinsir, because who knows, we might get a sweep with him. He does get Moxie. He does get the Mold Breaker, so I don't know if anyone actually picked up what you call it, not Pyukumuku. Pyukumuku. No, I don't think that anybody actually picked up what's his face? Jeez, Mimikyu. I don't know if anyone did. If they did, I now don't have to worry about it. Anything that has levitate no longer has levitate. I can EQ easily. Why not? Oops, sorry. Why not? And I'm just like, you know what? That wastes all my points as I want them. I am allowed to do like 3 trades, I believe. 2 of them can be from the free agent, so I can kind of switch this team around. But I'm pretty confident in this team. Hopefully we're able to get far with this team. It's been a little bit of it's been a little bit of a hectic week with trying to team plan and trying to draft, but really excited to go on to the Aeon World Trophy, as at least we're trying. That's what I want to do. At least we're trying. We're gonna try to get like 1 or 2 wins. That's all we want to do. We're trying to have as much fun as we can in this league as well. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. It's been a while since I've recorded, so I'm trying to not ramble on as much as possible. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I don't know which one. I'm looking at that screen, but I'm not supposed to. I had not recorded in a very long time, so excuse me. Have yourself a fantastic day, guys. Make sure to hit up the Aeon World Trophy on their Twitter to keep in contact on all things Aeon World Trophy. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you guys can watch the matches that are probably gonna be either post commentary or live commentary. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this, but I will catch you guys in the next video that concern on the Aeon World Trophy. Sure. Don't know what I could like to do as an outro, but I'm gonna say cake things. Bye guys. Have yourself a great day.